7:06.
Yep, got it.
Neela, do you want to take over?
Okay, that sounds good. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Neela.
Hello, Neela.
Hello.
Shall we start with Doris tonight?
All right. Hopefully this is okay.
This has been one of the earliest participants and has had no problem for 8 months.
Yeah.
So I tend to think it's her
Computer.
her Zoom install. Let's I think we should move on. Doris, if you want to email me the stuff,
Yeah.
All right.
I can show it.
Going on.
So
Let me
let's
try sharing something later on just to test it, but I'll email it to you.
okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to Kim.
Kim. Okay.
I'm here.
All righty then. Let's hope I have better luck. Okay, guys, my theme today is Sunday in Palermo, Soho with Walcott. And Walcott has so much energy, it's just really amazing. So this is just a series of images in this area called Palermo, Soho, which is very, very different from anything I've shown you so far. So let's begin with this image, which is I actually can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I made it my own by just screwing around with all the colors. So it was actually some kind of, I don't even know what the heck it was. Maybe it was graffiti, but I changed, I shape shifted it and, you know, color shifted it and whatever.
Very
And
nice too. Much more interesting.
Yes.
It was a good piece of wall art, though, I have to say. It was a good.
was it wall art? Okay, thank you, Walcott. I took so many photos, I seriously couldn't even remember taking it.
Yeah, no, I know that piece.
You know that thing? Okay. All right. I should tell you folks that I don't know what medication or what the heck that Walcott is taking, but he has so much energy. It is just amazing. I mean,
well, what's the word? Upscaling me?
right, I'm upscaling you. Yeah, no, I don't, except I'm not upscaling you. I'm telling the truth. Okay, so this is one of the images, and then I guess what I was going to say that Walcott does Buenos Aires grit very well, and everything I've shown you this whole time has been, you know, pretty. So now I get to the grit. So let's go to the gritty part, which is this.
Nice.
Now I call this
nice.
I have a title for this. It's called Broken Window Theory. And very quickly, are you guys aware of James Q. Wilson and Broken Window Theory?
No.
Yes,
Okay,
I
let me
am.
tell
I'm
you.
not.
It's very important that you do know this.
What is it?
Because what James Q. Wilson said was that if you're in a neighborhood and one window is broken, it gives the impression that the whole neighborhood is no one cares and is falling apart, and then you get, you know, criminals and petty criminals and drug dealers and murderers, and that's how neighborhoods go downhill. And Rudy Giuliani in New York actually put that concept into effect, and now it's been very discredited. You know, more's the pity, in my opinion, because I've been to so many robberies at CVS in Philadelphia. But so I call this thing the broken window theory. Okay, that's it. So take it as it is.
Okay.
And I did it in two versions, guys. Give me some feedback. This is more of a close-up, just almost like in black and white. So there's this one, and then there's this one.
I like the more information, Kim.
Yep, exactly. The first one.
Yeah, I like that redhead sitting at the table.
Yeah.
Person helps. It gives you level.
It's more of a full neighborhood.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. No, that's very interesting because I was kind of in love with this one.
Well, it has a minimalist quality to it.
Yeah. Of
Mhm.
course. Yes. That was that
Uh-huh.
was kind of the point of it.
Sure.
I think this is much better. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then this is the one I will exhibit when the time comes.
All right.
Great, fair enough. Thank you. That's very
So
useful information.
How do you open that car? There are no handles seemingly on the door.
Oh,
You're right.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
oh my gosh.
I did.
Actually, is look at the,
Yeah.
well, you can't see it here, but the tires were all flat as well.
Really?
You
Wow.
have to admit,
was
this is a gritty scene, right?
It's
This is
really a
not
derelict car. Well, it's a great color.
I
Yeah.
think that there's somebody who lives on that corner who rebuilds old cars. Because
Ah.
I walk by there and there'll be one or two, an old truck or a couple of old cars. This yellow one was new. It was a new thing
A
on
new
that.
old car.
Yeah, I think
Right.
he rebuilds or does something
Must be.
with those. And that's
So is it the garage in the background where they're fixed?
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know who does it or what the but I
Mhm.
do know that corner has typically old cars,
Got
old trucks,
it.
and
Waiting.
it changes.
Waiting
But
for
you do-
repair.
But you
And
do.
this is so interesting with all the Art Deco
Yes.
decorations on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
So you can really date it to the 30s.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 Well, it looks like the driver's side is on the opposite side than us. I think I
Yes.
see the steering wheel.
It must be a British car then.
Oh,
British
Ah,
or
And
Argentina.
I think I heard that some of these older cars, they did not have a handle on the passenger side. I forget the reason.
Oh, okay.
It was interesting.
that's odd.
Yeah.
I never noticed that, but that's a good point.
Cool car. Very cool.
Yeah.
yep.
It's fun.
But you do agree that this is not what I usually show you, right? I mean, I just show you pretty, but this is like gritty.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's go
So
to the
that's
next
pretty
one.
pretty.
And this
I
I'm
like
gonna-
pretty.
Yeah. And you still got the pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
where is the
Just in the
pretty?
colors.
But your second choice was more graphic design.
exactly.
Yes, yeah, I was trying for that, actually. I was trying for minimalist, whatever. But I think this is more fun, probably.
Mhm.
Okay, so we go to the next one, which is Latin Lovers. And I
Ah,
don't know, Walcott, if you're familiar with this one. As I say, I took so many shots, I don't remember like which street it would be on. I really wouldn't know. It was all kind of a blur.
I remember you taking the picture, but I can't remember which.
Where it
was on.
was. Yeah.
And it didn't look like that, as I remember.
No. I changed things around.
Of course,
Right.
goes without saying.
Yes.
So was it originally a photograph of a couple or an illustration?
No. It was what was it? A Walcott on the wall, was it?
Well, it's a piece of wall art. Some artist
Okay. It's
has
Sure.
produced that. There's a lot of wall art being done by very good artists in
Right.
Buenos Aires. And actually, there are a couple of outfits that do tours.
uh
Ah,
So done in a realist manner, though, as opposed to
Yes.
this very stylized, I assume.
Yes.
There's
I
just such a
do
vast
think that
variety.
there is a Latin flavor to this shot. That's why I showed it to you, because it's not. I mean, I think it
Oh,
has
yeah.
a certain.
I think it's probably tango.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
tango.
looks it. Absolutely.
Yeah, tango. Yes.
or
A
a Gabriel,
domineering male.
Okie dokie. Moving on. Walcott did this restaurant, and I did this restaurant. It was pink. So this is my version of Pink in Palermo. That's what it's called. Pink in Palermo.
Oh,
Oh, I like that.
Lot of pink.
That's better.
Mhm.
Better than I did.
Very interesting.
are we going to see
Oh,
your
this-
version tonight?
No,
Okay.
You saw it last week.
I didn't much care for what I did, and I think I've not paid any further attention to it.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Just as a curiosity, is what we see as bright pink there on the right, is that brickwork?
Oh,
Uh,
yes. It's
yeah,
all
that would be
pink. They
stonework.
painted
Yeah.
it pink.
Stone-
I didn't do this.
But
I was just
think it was
attracted
pink.
to it because there was so much pink. I remember the summer of pink. In fact, I have a lot of pink from Palermo. I mean, I really do. I have a lot of shots that are pink, and I thought I'd just do one, otherwise it would be overwhelming to see so much pink.
Interesting.
Well, that's a very clever way to disguise, the deterioration of the wall,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, to lean into it and make it into an artistic thing.
Yeah.
Very
I
clever.
think you're right.
Nitty gritty, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, it really was. It was a very interesting area. I mean, it was just stuff all over everywhere. And I had known about this area and I wanted to go there. I've been sort of on the fringes, but Walcott took me into the heart of Palermo. So that's what we're seeing, the heart of Palermo. And this is Walcott in the heart of Palermo. I call the shot touche because he showed me last week, and it's blue on blue.
Ah,
Ah.
Yeah.
police, yeah. Ooh.
Exactly. I thought that was dramatic, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
We're about to arrest him for some.
Yeah.
Butterflies are free.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by all the butterflies.
Yeah, really.
I know, on the wall. That's the shot. There's so much blue.
Yeah.
Walcott and the butterflies, and the bluish tinge in
Over
this
the
wall
wall,
here, and the
yeah.
orange. I thought it was a good shot.
And it's complement in the orange.
Yes.
Is that you, Walcott?
That's
Yeah.
me. That butterflies is I like it. I think it's a beautiful wall. I've
But
got
that's
it.
not you standing by the wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's me standing by the wall. Yeah.
Is that,
Spoiling
Hmm.
you.
is that before the
I'm
police
down-
had you up
I'm-
against the wall or after they had you against the wall?
I'm spoiling the view. They had me up against the wall. Then they released me for lack of evidence.
There you go.
Well, the police are very cute here. I do have to say that. I mean, I really want to
Ooh.
take pictures of them, but
It's very interesting how the policing goes because they're well armed, all of them. They've
Yes,
got
they
the police clubs and they've got a gun,
yes.
and vests. But when there's somebody who's doing something, or they're approaching, they approach very quietly and slowly. And they'll usually try to be several of them when they do it. But
Mhm.
they'll just kind of gradually stroll up to the person.
Hmm.
Obviously, if they try to run away or something like that, that's going to be another story. But they, in everything that I've seen, they haven't done that. Car crashes, for instance, they'll stroll up very, very slowly.
Ah,
And I think what it does is sort of calm people
Mhm.
down.
Right.
Mhm.
And then they talk to them and address them, and it's very interesting how they do their policing.
Mm.
So they're much less aggressive in terms of approach.
Yeah,
And they
yeah,
seem
it's
to have
not-
a lot of. I think there's two differences to America. Number one, American policing recently is in cars. You don't see them on the beat. Whereas in where I am, and obviously here, the police are everywhere and they're on the beat. You know what I'm saying? They're walking
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Secondly,
They have two kinds of police too. They've got those who are they're sort of just observers, really.
Mhm.
Often young people,
Yeah.
young women,
Yes, a lot of young women. Yeah.
and they got a radio, they have a vest,
Mhm.
they've got an identifying uniform,
Yes.
but I don't think they don't have a gun, they don't get involved. I think they report.
Okay.
And
Yeah. I went on my walk today and I saw a lot of those ladies. A lot of
they're-
women policemen, as he says, they don't get involved. Some of them have guns, but most of them don't. And they're always on the street. They're very big presence on the streets. Unlike in America, where I don't know where they are. They're certainly not around in Philadelphia.
They've been defunded.
They've been defunded.
Mm.
Yes.
No, actually, policing really did absolutely change in America. The cop on the beat is no longer on the beat. He's in a police car in the station,
Right.
and you have to call. You have to put a 911 call in to get them out, and they come in squad cars with lights and God knows what, and it's all very scary. But as I said, these guys are out on the streets. They're not at all menacing or, you know.
Yeah, you just walk by, smile, say "Buen dia," and they'll smile and say "Buen dia."
Exactly.
Yeah, very, very friendly.
Very
Friendly neighborhood cop.
Mm.
And that's it. No, it's a nice way to go.
Yeah.
Policing.
Agreed.
I don't think they charge a lot, but I don't think they're a terrible. Yeah, I mean, you do get. You hear of shootings, and very often what's happened is that somebody's tried to hijack a car, and oops, trying to hijack the car of an off-duty policeman who pulls out his gun and shoots him. They very often have a gun themselves, and as they say, if some robber comes up and points his gun at you, and asks for your money or your camera or whatever, give it to him, because he's probably not bluffing.
No, we know that from America.
Probably going to shoot you if you don't.
Yeah. Well, okay, guys, I don't want to take up all the time, so I'm going to sign off.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Very nice.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Kim.
Very well.
Let's see. Shall we go to Alden? Do you have things to share?
Sure. Yeah, I've been working on a project that I started 11 years ago in 2013. It's one of the most ambitious things I've ever done. It's huge. It's 48 wide by 54 inches high. It's a triptych,
Wow.
so that
Wow.
that there are actually hinges there, so that those outer leaves actually fold in, and I'll show you that. So this has gone through a number of stages from its earliest. I worked at the outer doors first back in 2013. I worked on it some more in 2015, and again in 16, and then I guess in 20. But it's been about 4 years since I've worked on it. It's in my kitchen, and I, being inspired as I have been recently to get back to my painting work and get some of these old pieces developed further than they have been, I decided it was time to get onto this. And so it has now become, it's now looking like this.
Whoa.
Taking on some color in the lower registers. The upper one has not been touched. That'll be next. It's a little difficult to access because I have to stand on something to do it. It's installed in my kitchen, and it really can't move around. It probably weighs between 30 and 40 pounds because it's made out of 3/4 inch plywood. So it'll never leave here unless somebody else carries it out of here and brings it back or whatever. But it's one of those things that's here, and so I'm having fun with it. And what is outer door?
Had it done in time, it would have been nice for this new show coming up.
I'm not going to get it in.
No thanks. Like I say, it's not leaving here unless somebody else does it. So this is what it looks like from the outside.
Oh,
Look at that.
Door is closed. These, as I say, were the first things created. And I don't have, it looks interesting with, say, the top two open, so it looks like sort of a Japanese kimono, or with just the bottom two open. But, it has many presences, and it was initially based on a piece that I did on cardboard, probably back in 1988 or 89 when I first had arrived in Philadelphia. And it inspired me to do this, even though the composition really did change quite a bit in the process, as they usually do.
yeah.
And the only other thing I want to talk about is I've just finished reading a book that I gotta say was one of the most interesting books I've read in a long time by Olivia Lang called The Lonely City, Adventures in the Art of Being Alone.
Oh,
And
I'd like to try that.
she looks at the lives of Edward Hopper and Joe Hopper. Some very interesting information about that relationship that made me think, well, I've been reading another book, and I might as well flash this one too, called The Mirror and the Palette, which is Rebellion, Revolution, and Resistance, 500 Years of Women's Self-Portraits, written by Jennifer Higgy, whose work is excellent, and it's in response to a question asked by someone, another woman writer, 50 years or so ago, why have there been no great women artists? Well, and they have been sidelined and abused and not written about and not acquired. And one of the most shocking things I found out about in this book, about the Hoppers, in the chapter about the Hoppers, is that when Edward died about a year before Joe did, and when he did, Joe gave his work as well as her own to the Whitney. When Joe died, the Whitney discarded her work.
Oh,
That's sad.
Wow.
no.
How dare they?
I mean, I assume this woman had done her research and she wasn't just making this up. I mean, I was so shocked and saddened for that. And as I say, in tandem with reading, I just finished this last night, and I'm about 3 chapters into this. And I got to say, both writers are excellent. Jennifer Higgy in particular has written a couple others, and I'm like very drawn to her work, and I highly recommend either one of these books, particularly for anyone who lives alone. This one is an amazing look at what artists have done to basically compensate for the fact that they haven't, formed relationships. I'm in that category. Dawn is in that category. There are many of us, and it looks at, besides the Hoppers, it deals with Andy Warhol. Interesting chapter on Andy. Oh my God, I had no idea. I have thought, wow, I think I have problems. Nothing compared to what Andy had to go through. I mean, and as well, David Wojnarowicz. I don't know if anyone else familiar with that name.
No.
Died at 37 of AIDS in New York City. I had a horrendous childhood that he overcame, and as well as he could, looking for affection, looking for love by making art, and dying early. His life obviously struck Olivia Lang very, very deeply, because he's referenced throughout some of the other chapters that she also looks at various artists. Klaus Nomi, who is not a name that I had never heard of, who was a performer, apparently with an amazing voice. Anyway, I'm taking up a lot of time, and I'm going to stop. Take me down. That's my book review, and I didn't mean to get into this, but I sort of felt I ought to share this information with anyone who might be interested. So,
Thank you.
Thank you. The 2 books sound wonderful. They really do.
Writing is excellent.
Did Hopper fit into that category of the single?
Yes. Her point was that he was a very taciturn, probably difficult man to live with, although Joe is his
I heard that.
every woman that's in a painting apparently was based on Joe. They were obviously attached at the hip, dying, less than a year apart. I think it was like 9 months apart. And she gave up her career. He insisted that she give up her pretensions to be an artist so that she could support him. I'm sure it was a relationship of, where are my glasses, dear? Where's my, which I have noticed men and women couples can get into. That the woman becomes the one who keeps track of things, and the man is like, where did I leave that? Where are my glasses? Where's my wallet? Anyway, enough.
Thank you, Alden.
Very interesting.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Let's go to Walcott.
Okay. I have a sunset and a couple of Palermo pieces. And
Wow.
My God.
Wow.
That is magical.
It is. Is this North Carolina or what?
This is North Carolina, that's right.
Oh my.
I'm not going to dare ask if this is AI.
You better
No.
not.
It's not AI. It's
So perfect. You know?
That is gorgeous,
it's
Walcott.
cool.
You should
it's
exhibit.
just I don't know. I probably fussed around with saturation and vibrant.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
That top corner is beautiful. That blue, that deep blue.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
yeah, I like it. It's beautiful.
Unfortunately, most of us are missing about an eighth of it to the right because of
Yeah.
our faces.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, there's a little thing here that's got you can change the view. At least I do. I've got this little thing. Actually, I have it up in the right-hand corner. That can do a grid view or the vertical with the faces or the single person top or just nothing. Just
Yeah, yeah.
But in order to see the whole image, I think you'd have to view out.
Why not seeing holes?
There's,
Yes. There's hide thumbnail view of the video.
yeah,
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool. Thank you.
excellent.
That is gorgeous. That is just gorgeous.
It is.
I don't know why, but the colors remind me of
Maxfield Parish.
Mark Rothko.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Mark Rothko.
Yes, Neela.
Yeah. And Maxfield Parrish. Sure.
Yes,
Oh,
definitely.
definitely Maxwell Parish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I would not like to print that.
Yeah, I
You know,
don't think it
That'd
could.
be a rough printing job.
Yeah, I don't know how you do.
So
I don't know how
luminous.
you do printing. Well, anyway,
Very
Very
nice.
nice.
Very
I
nice,
have
Walcott.
a Palermo piece.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's fun.
And
love the texture.
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
now I'll admit to having diddled around with that a bit. It's not, I didn't use any neural filters, but just Photoshop and whatever I could lay my hands on there and took with it.
Is that a crystal in the middle?
That's glass, actually. It
Oh.
was bits of glass.
Oh, okay.
And I rather caught my eye while Kim
Yellow,
was taking a
right?
picture of something else.
Oh,
That was right behind me, so I just turned around and shot it up. But I think the yellow borders are mine
Yeah.
added to it.
Hmm.
And,
Nice.
So it's a type of mosaic, I guess.
Yeah, it's like
kind of.
Hmm.
I don't know what you'd call it.
Yeah.
I did use Photoshop generative fill. I filled the blue in at the top, and I did do some of that. So I don't know whether you count generative fill as AI. It is an AI product. Yeah.
So this is a wall
This
piece.
is a Kim type
very
thing.
nice, Walcott.
Yeah.
There's in honor of Kim.
Nice.
I like it. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Anyway,
Very nice.
I thought they were fun. There's the original.
Absolutely.
It's
Oh, yeah.
still
I
bright.
like it
Love
really.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for showing us that.
Yeah, can you
Yeah.
flip that again?
Yeah.
Second, let me
It's
Wow.
like
see
really
what
in
I
your face, you know?
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Fabulous.
can go.
That's really great, Walcott.
Yeah, that's what I'd love to see you do on occasion, Kim.
Lightroom, you can put them side by side. So anyway, that's all I've got. I've had computer issues, and we had a big party, a big end of month. A social group that I belong to. We had our end of month party, and I was taking a lot of pictures of those people and trying to get them out. And I finally at least got it finished today.
Nice.
So
Very good.
Very
Thank
nice.
you. That's
Wilma.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
That
Very
first
good.
is so,
Excellent.
wow.
Excellent.
Really?
Can we go to Don?
Ah,
Ooh.
This is
Oh,
graphite on paper.
Beautiful.
I love that.
Yeah, like Andy, I found a drawing group over in Lakeland. It was at a really cool artist studio called Artifact. It had a big open space with a live model.
I love what you chose to leave out.
yeah,
I
exactly.
know. That's so
Okay,
amazing.
so these are 20-minute drawings.
Very, very, very
Mhm.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It's good to be around other people that are drawing. There's such good energy with it.
Sure.
Oh,
Agreed.
Yeah, really nice.
You can get a whole leg with very few lines. It's just really.
Yeah.
Well, I had to, you know what I really like is this arm right here.
mhm.
It's only
Yeah.
the top half of the arm.
It's a negative arm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very cool.
This is my watercolor
Oh.
for the week.
Oh, very
Uh-huh.
nice.
The view across the lake here.
That is
I
gorgeous.
really like
That's
these
really
watercolors, but I haven't tried gouache yet. I have a really nice set of gouache that I haven't opened. So I think I might try that next. And this is my oil painting of the week.
Oh,
Cool.
Very nice.
It's painted about life size. I worked on that for, God, 3 hours, I think. And
Could you
step
make it
into
larger?
red rose and
Can you
trying to
make it
paint all
larger?
the subtle colors.
Can you make it larger?
Sure.
I like how subtle it is in
yes,
the,
I
in
do
the
too.
colors and the
Oh,
line.
that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it
Great.
takes a lot of confidence to do something like that, I
Yeah.
think.
Really nice, Don.
Because it has
Thanks.
to be on its own, you know, it is on its oin.
Yeah.
It's
Oil
cosmic.
paint has such a great look, doesn't it?
Yes.
Oil paint, yeah, it's fun to work with too. It's so magical.
Even
That's
has a
a kind of
cosmic
chemistry,
quality
you know?
to it.
Say what, Oldie?
Has a cosmic quality to it, as
Oh,
far as I'm
thanks.
concerned.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Kind of draws you in.
The texture of the paper or board or whatever that you painted that on adds to it, I think. What
It
what
is
is
an
that?
oil painting paper.
Oil painting paper.
There's nice brushwork. Nice
Thanks.
brisk,
Yeah, a productive week.
brushwork.
Yeah. Very nice.
Thank you, Dan. So that's what I've got.
Yeah.
Cool.
Your lines are beautiful.
Yeah,
Mhm.
thanks.
Very descriptive.
What, in the drawings, you mean?
Yeah. Well, for all of them, really.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, yeah.
I love, as
That
Janet
one,
says, I love what you left out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the charm of it. That's
Yeah, it's like
mystery.
very bold.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Very nice.
Thank you, folks.
Very.
Okay.
Very good, Don.
Shall we go to Janice?
Okay. All right. We were talking about self-portraits before.
Awesome.
Um,
I love it.
Is that you, Janice?
Long ago.
Nice.
Oh,
Wow.
that's-
wow.
Okay. This was in New York. Let's see. I had the two kitties, and it was in, let's see, I can't see it, but I think it was in the early 80s.
Wow.
So
Janice, is this from the original of how you did that in the 80s, or is it you looking back on yourself?
no, I did this in the 80s.
In the 80s.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Lots of hair.
That's cute.
Lots of
That's,
hair,
that's
Janice.
beautiful.
thank you.
That's what you were like then.
I
5 years.
see all kinds of things wrong with it, but you know how that goes.
Mhm.
Anyway, the cat on top, Pasha, she had passed away. And I decided that I wanted to do a portrait of my little family. And so I included her at the top.
Right.
And then the little one, Ilsa, she was my shadow once Pasha.
She looks like watch out, baby.
Yeah, she could be that way.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
So now I'll bring it up to present time. I'm putting this in the show at
Oh, I love it.
Ah, look at that.
Yes, good for you.
Nice.
Cool.
and this is our little Missy, and this just happened, and I happen to have my camera, and
Yeah,
I just loved it.
that is.
Very special.
So this is going to be the opening this
Yes.
coming, right?
Yes.
Good.
When is?
I'll be back, Janice. I'm going to go have a look at the show.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
This Sunday, right? It's coming Sunday.
Correct.
Yes.
Mhm.
Thank
From
you.
2 to
Well,
5.
somebody said, Holden.
Lovely.
Wait a minute.
So that's it. You
Very
know,
nice.
I
Oh,
just
that's wonderful, Janice. That was really an eyeful, as they say.
I hope it wasn't awful.
No, go back to if you would, to the other one where you show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that.
Thank you.
Love
Love
the
all
eyes.
the colors.
Your
Yes.
eyes are really beautifully done.
They're too big.
Doesn't matter.
I wanted big eyes.
Yeah.
You got them. They're great.
Yeah.
Did you know Bob or Ted at that time? I mean, can they vouch
Yes.
for you?
Oh, both of us.
Yes.
So this is what Janice looked like. Is that correct?
Well, there,
Putting someone on the spot.
yeah. You know, there are things about it that look like me.
All painted portraits are approximations.
Yes.
Yes.
None of us are
Absolutely.
photorealists, or very few of us are photorealists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
I did
Janice,
quite a lot
Janice,
of portraits.
Janice, there's a French movie, Jules et Jim, which I think was shown at the Plastic Club. And I saw it originally. I didn't appreciate it when I saw it at the Plastic. And that's what it reminds me of, Bob and Ted and you.
Well, Jules and Jim, huh?
Mm.
Yeah.
We had one more
Check
row.
that
Jan-
out.
big one.
I did several self-portraits, you know, in a period of 4 or 5 years. And I just, you know, I knew I was getting older. I wanted to have a record of approximately what I looked like. And I wanted to use it as a way of getting older.
Mhm.
Facing up to it, you might say.
Okay.
I've heard that there's some artist out there who's doing it on a yearly basis. I've forgotten who it is, but it's
Oh.
sort of a set program to do a
Yes.
portrait every year.
Wow.
I thought about it, said nah.
Yeah.
I think there was
Yeah.
somebody who did that with his children, photographer, I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
That would be a very understandable, sure. The
Mm.
self-portrait is a whole other matter, you know, especially
Well, Lucas Samaras did that a lot and used
Okay.
himself.
uh-huh.
Mm.
Rembrandt did his portraits.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So who was that, Ted?
Rembrandt.
Oh God,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So
A
many.
lot.
Sure.
A lot.
Yeah.
Egon Sheila, another one. I mean, yes, there have been some
Frida
obsessed.
Kahlo did a lot of self-portraits of herself.
Oh yeah, sure.
Now, I did my kids for 20 years every Halloween.
Ah,
Oh,
So it's
Great.
really fun to see the set of them, you know, growing up.
yes.
photographs
show
or
us.
artwork?
Show us, because you said you painted.
Photographs.
Photographs,
Oh,
yeah,
Photographs. Yeah.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Such a-
Oh,
such
I
a
yeah, I
podcast.
would love that.
It's a time capsule.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a time capsule. And that's what Janice's self-portraits are too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Neela, let me go next because
Yes.
I have Doris's. I have some little Doris's.
Don't forget Ted.
Okay. Thank you, Janice. That was great.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are welcome. Thanks for looking.
All right.
And Bob, you're up.
All right. And I just have one thing today, this week. This is from a 1928 hardware age. These are advertisements from that magazine of the trade. And these are various depictions of hardware items. And then in the middle is a, I'll zoom in a little bit.
Huh.
I don't know why that happens. All right, see the little cartoon man in the hat
Yes.
carrying the bags off to
Better
a
things.
bright sunset.
Mhm.
Boy, how 1928.
Looks
Yeah.
like the Monopoly man with a hat
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and without his cigar.
And of course, right around the corner is the Great Depression.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all I have.
Bob, before you go,
Yeah.
can you get your hands on that portrait that you're going to show at the Sunday?
Oh, it'll take a, let's see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice piece. I was really impressed.
Yeah, it is. It is. I really like
No,
it.
no.
I'll show that next.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Ted. That's a good reminder.
Cool.
All right, so that's all I'll do, and I'll work on getting doors up.
Okay. Do you want us to hang around or?
No, go to someone else,
Okay.
and while you do someone
Ted.
else, I'll
Yeah.
load doors.
Ted,
It's step
you're
time.
up.
Emails.
Okay.
Good.
Good talk.
Do you see the blank screen?
Yes.
Yes.
I only have two pieces to show. I just wanted to show, I may have shown you this last time, I don't know, but it's a still life that I did quite a few years back, and I drew myself in it, but I did it very roughly. So with this new show coming up, I try to do it better. Janice says it doesn't look like me, but hey, what the heck?
Oh,
Yeah, good.
Oh, that's nice.
doesn't look like you, but
It's
it's
really-
really nice portrait. It's
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
it sort of looks like you, but it's very dramatic. You know, it's very
you're
dramatic.
overly harsh with yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's stern,
It's
but
a
I think
great,
it's a dramatic,
Great
very
piece.
dramatic, and
Yeah.
The title is Artist as Still Life.
Love it.
I get.
It's great.
That's perfect.
Should be very happy with it, man.
Oh, that's going in. And just an update on my colored pencil. This piece is not finished, but it's on the way.
Nice.
Nice.
Just have to finish the
nice.
Long.
boat
You
right
have
here.
a very Syrah
Yeah, there is
Technique
that quality
in
to it,
the
even though it's not.
hair and in the container.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very nice, Ted.
Yes.
Really nice. Yeah, very. Must have taken you ages to do that.
Well, for me, it's ages because I'm pretty fast. But I'll show you again when I finish the bread. If I don't eat it first.
No.
Last
Get a
time.
little bit dry,
Yeah.
unless you get a new one.
And I like that little reflection of the pear in the vase.
In the
Oh.
in the
Yeah.
container.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very happy.
Excellent work. So we're waiting for Doris's work now.
Yes. I have the first two ready. And I will start them. Or is there someone else who can go?
No.
No, we're just waiting for Doris's work.
All right. Give me. Well, I'll show you. What I have so far.
Okay.
All right, Doris. You're up.
Okay. This is from my bike ride. Okay, this is it was the embossed setting for the photograph.
Okay.
Mm.
And that sign there, it was actually where they have the storybook. So you take a walk and read each little sign, and it takes you through the children's storybook.
Oh, that's
that's
great.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I like it.
This is very nice.
Almost black and
Yeah.
white.
The embossed look is very interesting. You know,
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of parks around my
I know
area that like to do that for the kids.
Sure.
They'll have like, yeah.
Huh.
I think they had one at my Hapro library too, where there was little signs or with part of the story, and you walk through and yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is this?
Oh, that's a mistake on my. All right. I'll show the next one of yours,
Okay.
Doris.
That's
Oh, no,
not
that's
me.
not it. That's
Oh,
not it. That's not it.
No.
oh, wait.
This is it.
That's it. Yeah.
That is a mood shot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that
What
home?
is it?
No, this is Tamanic Park in Southampton.
Huh.
It has there's really old, like colonial buildings in there. And it just has that really old look. I
Yes.
changed it to the brown tones to make it look like just a
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
old photograph.
really, really nice. Really.
It's,
Is there anything going on in that building?
no.
Too bad.
No.
Yeah, it's an antique photograph.
Yeah, I just try to make it look like
Absolutely, antique
antique
photograph.
looking.
Yeah. You did a good job.
Yeah, I like it.
It's
I like the haunting quality.
that sepia tone, which is great.
It's sort of creepy-ish.
Mhm.
Did you apply the CPO tone manually, or did it just?
It's just on my phone changing things. These are just snaps that I took and I changed them on my phone. Yeah.
Oh.
That's a nice
Okay.
What was that? What did we just?
Yeah, what was that?
I
Go back.
now have
Place.
all of Doris's stuff up. So let's go to the next one.
All right.
All right.
These are from the Saturday workshop.
Nice.
Cool.
Very nice.
Very,
Again,
very nice.
I just picked up. Okay, there's 2 sets, and I just picked out some of my favorite. All right, that's one.
Nice.
I like the one on the top left. It's
Up
really
left.
good.
Yes, I
Putting her
Yes.
head back. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Should be very happy with that. It's really good.
Thanks.
Who's running that class? I mean, that workshop.
Oh gosh, I can't remember her name offhand. She's petite, very thin, blonde.
Juliet?
hair.
Yeah, I bet
Juliet
it is.
Watts?
I
Yeah.
bet it is.
Juliet
Older woman.
Watts.
Yeah, it sounds like Watts.
Juliet, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, I did like 20 drawings
Huh.
during
I'm laughing because I know you work so fast.
well, they
It's
were
amazing.
free. They were 3 minutes and then they were 5 minutes.
Ah,
Really?
So these are 3 and
Wow.
5 minute drawings. These here
Wow.
bottom are 3 minutes.
Right.
I think at the top is the 5 minutes.
Probably, yeah, but
Mm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
it's a lot. You got a lot.
So this is the 5 minute here, but right, left top and right bottom is the 5 minute. And I think, trying to think, they might be, yeah, they were 3 minutes and 5 minutes. So you get like,
Right.
you do tons of drawings.
Yeah, you have to work.
Mhm.
You move fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Joy.
good. Good for you.
Yeah.
And they're nicely proportioned. You're getting
Yes.
that
Yes.
sense of proportion, which is
Here's the one
always a
that looks
challenge if you haven't done a lot of life drawing.
Oh
Right.
yeah, it's exercise, I guess. It's
Yeah.
drawing exercise. Yeah.
Wow.
This is fun here. This is
Is this a mirror reflection?
This is just a mirror reflection of
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
photo and
Yeah.
kind of
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
High
They look
rise.
like birds coming in for a
Yeah,
landing.
they do.
Yeah.
They really
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alien
just kind of
encounters.
like
Great effect.
having some fun with the trees there, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Nice.
Mirror
Okay.
symmetry. I love mirror symmetry. I've done so much of it in my own work. It's not.
Yes,
When some
you
people
have.
decide it's not dynamic enough, but nevertheless, there's a certain magic to mirror symmetry work.
Yeah.
It's meditative.
Hmm.
It is.
I bet.
Yeah.
I never thought of it, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're so
Looks like
trained
a
to be
puzzle piece.
compositionally, dynamically compositions rather than mirror symmetry. But because I mean that's life, But
Mhm.
nevertheless, it's still fun to get sort of lost in it. Okay,
Really nice.
thank you.
Thank you, Doris. That was
Thanks,
great.
Doris.
thank
That
you,
was
Doris.
nice.
Thanks, Bob, for putting that up.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Hmm.
Thank you.
I'm having trouble with my computer, so I have one print I can hold up. Show you what I'm
Oh.
I like that. Wow.
Ah,
It's
Nice.
that's a monoprint and collage, so I combined the two.
Very nice.
I like the
Yeah.
way it helps out. You have it's not just square or rectangular. It has layers.
Breaks the border.
Yeah, yeah.
I like
Oh.
that.
that's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
I call it Pathways.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good title.
Yep.
Now, can
I
I
like that.
what is a monoprint again?
A monoprint is, or a monotype really, is when you use a shape and print it, and then you can use it again in a variable composition.
So it isn't something where you keep adding paint in order to take prints from it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I do.
Oh,
And then,
I use rectangles and ink them up.
okay.
Mhm.
And then take
And
those prints
I
from
also use stencils on top of the rectangles.
that? Okay.
And then I print another rectangle or another shape on top, or, under and over. And I just keep doing that until I'm finished.
It looks very architectural.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does. Almost like the side of a building in the sky.
So
Yeah.
you have a sort of a master surface that you put pigment on, and then you press a paper onto that and peel it off. Is that how it's done?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's almost like the same type of thing as woodcuts or linoleum cuts, just a different variation on that.
Right.
I
Right.
think call it a monoprint, but there's other colors. So you must have run it through the press a couple of times, right?
Yeah, at least maybe
3 times.
one, two, three, four. About four
Wow.
times.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I try to get variations in the ink. So I don't try to get a flat surface.
Right. It works good.
So
Yeah.
at some point, you're like a medieval printer. You put paper down and you pick up something and you put the ink on the type, put the paper down, and then rub it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And a letterpress
Dog.
is another kind of press that people use. I'm using a heavy duty press.
Oh.
It, you know, even though this is a small print,
Mhm.
and inking something, inking a plate, rolling it through the press, and then doing it again. He says, "Pay attention to me."
Yes.
Indeed.
Such a
Play with
baby.
me. Play with me.
Do you
Such
have,
a baby.
do you have an on-site press, or do you have a place you go to do this?
No, I go to a print shop called 705 in Jenkintown,
Huh, cool.
Oh,
and work up there. Yeah.
That's,
It's a lot of fun because we're learning from each other, and
Sure.
there's maybe a dozen printers there.
It's a great.
Yeah, so
Huge experience. That's amazing.
yeah, it's exciting. And
Yeah.
everybody has a different style, and they
Yeah.
use different inks, different papers.
Hmm.
So
Another family.
yeah, yeah. And that's it. Now we can go to art news.
all right. I'm going to try to do this a little faster
Okay.
because I'm aware that this comes at the very end, and some folks are getting tired.
Only 8 or 9 then.
Yeah, particularly our global friends.
I had a
All right,
good
this is-
nap, I'm all set.
This is someone I've never heard of, but he's Eduardo Paolizzi. He was a Scotsman with an Italian name, and he did some remarkable work. They have a show of him.
Oh, nice.
I like this.
Where?
This
Where's the show?
the show is in England.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, it's nice. I like it.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I like it a lot too.
No.
Oh, I like
Here's
that a
another.
lot.
I like that.
I like that one even better.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he got more. He was one of the founders of pop art.
Yeah.
You can clearly see the effect.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm surprised
And-
we haven't heard more of him.
That's great.
No sense of humor allowed in art.
Yeah, right.
That one's amazing.
Well, they got a Warhol soup can. They have a what's his name? The flag, the American
Oh,
flag.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Jasper Johns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jasper Johns, a lot of references there.
Yeah.
Okay, Jasper Johns, Andy Warhol.
Who did Spain?
And
Maybe Rosenquist? I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Then meantime, in the world of, to me, the question I keep asking is, how is the art world responding to the climate crisis? And here's a guy I ran across, a young guy born 1955, Edward Berlinski. And I really like, he's doing large format prints. But this is the tailings pond of a mine.
I'm
Uh,
in mine.
Oh,
This is a salt pond of some sort.
Huh.
Oh, the flower.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're at the
And this is a potash mine.
Huh.
Oh,
Anyway, I thought it was an effective statement.
Yeah.
Because one of the disputes in climate change is it caused by man? And he answers affirmatively that it is.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Certainly is.
all right, the restitution battle goes on. This is a Nigerian shield that was captured by an English expedition, and Ethiopia is asking for it back. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm awed by that.
You should get it back.
Yeah. All right. Then there's the Sikh religion, SIKH, the Indian religion, 500 years old.
Nikki Haley is Sikh, by the way. Nikki Haley.
Is she?
Huh.
She is. Thank you for that. She is. Anyway, they have an exhibit on Sikh identity at a museum, and I thought it was interesting. You could see the turban.
Certainly.
But this is
Uh,
obviously a
Very colorful.
modern interpretation, right? Of old style
Yes.
Indian art, I would assume.
I think these are historic and contemporary expressions of Sikh experience.
Wow.
Right.
There's another one. Actually, trying to remind me of Nikki Haley.
Now, who is Nikki Haley, by the way? I'm ignorant. Who is
Who's
she?
running for the presidency? She was the governor of North Carolina, I think.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
South
Nikki
Carolina,
Haley, she's
wasn't
running.
it?
Now I know. Sure.
She's,
All right.
she's a Republican,
Carolina.
running for
was,
Republican.
Right.
See,
That was a very, very relaxed pose that she was taking. It wasn't very formal.
Yeah. And this is a last piece, again expressing a Sikh, SIKH mentality. And then the last thing we have is a New York photographer, Alexa Hoyer, who, remember when Ken Kaufman was around?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was going around taking pictures
Yes.
of pavement.
Yes.
Well, she's doing the same. I think she's
Really beautiful.
I know. It's a very good idea.
Is that a tree stump?
very
Is
often
that a
very
tree stump in that
Look at
last
that
one?
one. Whoa.
Yeah.
Ken had a really good idea.
yeah.
Oh, it is. So these are all probably trees,
Very nice.
places for trees at some point.
And then that's kind of a wrap up
Okay.
of her.
Uh,
But I thought it was very effective overall.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
And
It looks like her vantage point is a little bit higher than Ken's.
Yes. It looks like she was looking out the window and took a big
Yeah.
shot.
She's looking down, and most of Ken's are looking at, sort of
Yeah.
directly in front of you.
That's
rather
true.
than
That's
looking
also
down
true.
onto it. Those are almost all
She's
down.
looking down. That's her thing. Yes.
I bet she carries a small step ladder when she goes out shooting.
Or a wide
She
angle,
might.
camera.
Yeah.
You might.
Or a very
That's a very
large,
good idea, Bob. Because sometimes I've wondered how to take a picture like that. I guess I need to carry around a step.
she carries around a 12-foot ladder.
just get a drone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wide angles.
Yes.
All right. That's it for art news. It's 8:16.
Very
Can I
nice.
just, Bob, can I just say something very quickly?
Sure.
Because you of all people could do a NFT, a non-fungible token, because I think your art lends itself to that. And I sent you an email today about the biggest site for that is called OpenSea.com. OpenSea.com gives you the tools to create those NFTs and then puts them on the site. So Bob, you may want to just look at that site, OpenSea.com.
Okay. There are artists who are selling that way. I'm not recommending it. because I think, but it's unproven.
And
But
it
all-
crashes occasionally for people.
What is
It's
At least
what?
I've read that, some artists have really gotten burned by it. So
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
They got burned by the NFT thing you're saying, Alden?
yes, at least that's what I have read.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
It's true.
yeah, I heard a lot of
okay.
I mean, there were
All roses.
ridiculous pictures that sold for $10,000 that are now worth $5.
Oh, my Lord.
The NFT market.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Don't put too much stock in it.
Yeah. Does anybody else have news or notes?
Nope.
No.
Okay, Plastic Club. I'm not sure what's going on this week. They should have a new show up.
yes, and
This Sunday,
Alden said
Sunday.
Sunday's not
let's
good,
face
yeah.
it, this Sunday, 2 to 5.
Yeah.
Thank you. And how many of us are going to have stuff in on the wall Sunday? All right, they got a good
good.
showing.
Congratulations.
Is there is there a deadline to submit? Are we past?
Yeah,
Yes.
but all,
Yes.
Last weekend.
But I told you about it, remember? And I showed you how. to
Yeah,
get your
yeah.
stuff.
Then I
And
It's
you
oftentimes
missed
the
the
last.
deadline, yes.
It's oftentimes the last weekend of a month because usually the opening is on the first weekend.
right.
Yeah.
Good.
But the
That's
rules
one
are
thing
here
you can
every
keep in
single
mind
month,
as
so
well.
don't worry if you miss phase one.
There'll be one next
There'll
month.
be, you have to look on the website all the time, okay?
Uh,
And
the
sign
next
up,
one-
sign up.
Your website
The
is
next-
pretty good. It's very easy to go
The-
through.
The next
Yeah,
one is
say-
works
say
on
it.
paper.
Works
very
on
general.
You're
paper.
going to miss what I said.
Did you say that works on paper?
Works on paper
Yes.
for
Which means
April.
what?
And just as an additional information thing, as I made clear, or I found out, to clarify for my own mind, with the Plastic Club, out of the 12 shows that they have a year, 8 are available at least to members. I'm not sure how it divides down in terms of general, some are open call and some are just members only, but at least if you're a member, there are 8 possibilities to put your art up there because the other 4 are taken up with things like new members, artist models, and the
Club,
color print and the photography.
It
But
Yeah.
8 is really a nice, that many
Yeah.
options a year.
Yeah.
Keep it in
Yeah, I
mind.
never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I always thought it was
Why not
limitless.
say it?
But it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
it's 8:20. Good night, all. And I'm
Good night,
Good night,
sorry about
everybody.
Take
messing up
care.
the invitation.
Bye. Woohoo.